Razer is known for having some of the best thin and light laptops on the market. And while previously released 2023 models have bucked that trend by embracing the desktop replacement format, the Razer Blade 14, 2023 is a return to form. Despite being equipped with an RTX 4070 GPU at best, it's a mere 4 pounds and is less than 1 inch thick. And thanks to the 14-inch display, it fits into most medium and upsize bags, making it easy to transport while barely feeling the weight. It comes in 2 colors, black and mercury, though the quartz color from the 2022 version is not available. Disappointing as it set the laptop apart from the generic gamer aesthetic, which the other 2 colors unfortunately follow. Hopefully, Razer will release a refresh of the quartz version later this year. The display itself is beautiful with excellent performance thanks to the QHD Plus resolution, a refresh rate of 240 Hz, a response time of less than 3 milliseconds, and a 100% DCI-P3 color gamut. The port selection is also solid as it includes 2 USB Type-A ports, 2 USB Type-C ports, an HDMI port, a power port, a Kensington lock, and an audio jack. On the downside, there's no SD card slot or Ethernet port, limiting your options to connect this laptop to another screen or a stable wired internet connection. It does come with a feature that many laptops lack, however, which is a physical webcam privacy shutter with a mechanical switch. Both the keyboard and the touchpad have a satisfying snap when pressing down. The former's keys are large enough to cater to most finger sizes, and the latter is responsive with that clicky feedback I enjoy in a touchpad. Razer's decision to have dual speakers on either side of the keyboard was a good one, as the sound quality is clear. Though the volume isn't as loud as I would like it, the clarity in each musical instrument and audio cue while playing games or streaming is top-notch and more than worth the trade-off. I wish the same could be said for the webcam's visual quality, which isn't bad but has the mediocre frame rate and poor quality in low light that most gaming laptops suffer from. Despite the usual thin and light chassis of a Razer laptop, the Razer Blade 14, 2023, boasts excellent gaming performance that compares to other similar gaming laptops. Benchmark results are quite excellent, comparable to plenty of other similar spec laptops on the market like the Legion 7i Pro or the ROG Zephyrus M16. This is especially impressive considering that the test units of the other 2 laptops are more powerful than the Razer Blade 14, and yet the latter can nearly match scores. In terms of gaming performance, despite the difference in specs, it seems that the Blade 14's CPU and GPU work much better in tandem, as frame rates usually match and in the case of Cyberpunk 2077, actually surpass the other laptops in high settings. In Marvel's Spider-Man, the frame rate doesn't dip below 75 frames per second even under the highest possible settings. And thanks to the Blade 14 display's high refresh rate, the gameplay looks and feels buttery smooth, a boon for hardcore and professional gamers. Ventilation isn't bad for such a relatively thin laptop, even though it does heat up when during an intense gaming session. I've never experienced any stuttering, freezing, or slowing down while playing. It also performs well for those needing a creative or editing machine, as it netted pretty solid 25GB file copy, handbrake, and crossmark scores, not to mention the 100% DCI-P3 color gamut. It's a well-balanced laptop that, while specializing in gaming, can also dabble in pretty much any other need you have and handle it well. According to Razer, the Razer Blade 14, 2023, is supposed to have up to 10 hours of battery life. And it does come close to that, 8 hours just about, but only when used for productivity work. When used for streaming or gaming, that battery life is cut in half to 4 hours at most, which means you'll be keeping it plugged in for any intensive usage. It does have the benefit of charging quickly, with it taking only an hour to fully charge the battery. So if you need a productivity laptop that will last for about a full workday, then it'll last and charge right back up in no time.